everybody be jet lagged, but I'm not jet lagged at all. I've been able to change time zones well, and I love Australia. I adore Australia, so I'm really happy to be here. And I brought my son and his cousin, so we're going to be running around all over Australia, so look out.
Lois and Clark was such a huge show. I mean, 20 years later, you've still got so many fans. You were Superman. How does that feel?
Did you say 20 years? My gosh. No, it's fantastic.
More than 20.
Yes, it was when we started. It's great. It's wonderful. People are so nice. And what's interesting is a lot of the people were kids when they watched the show, and they watched it with their mom or their dad or something like that, and have never had a chance to say, listen, I bonded with my parents over this, or it helped me get through high school or junior high school or anything like that. So it's really nice to hear the stories from the fans. And I love having Teri here. It's the first con she's done. I'm semi-responsible for that. And she's having a blast, and it's just great to meet everybody. And the show is really well received in Australia, and we're very thankful.
How is the reunion between you two?
Brilliant. It's wonderful. I ran into her right when she got off the elevator, and it's as though we hadn't seen each other in 15 minutes. That's it, instead of more than 15 years.
I've watched you now in Supergirl. You play Supergirl's dad. How does that feel to be Supergirl's dad now?
It's interesting to go from being the guy to the dad. I'm prepared to make the jump to grandfather soon. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's fun. I think Melissa is a fantastic Supergirl, and the show is great. I was 27 when I started playing Superman. Well, I was 26, but 27 when it started to air. She was 27 when it started. I guess it's full circle, and it's great. I love being part of the universe. I hope I can always be part of the universe. I'll embrace that forever. It's a career-defining role, and that's fine. I've had no trouble working since, and I'll continue to do other things. But when you're known for a specific role, especially one like Superman, the greatest American icon, I'll take it.
Do you miss wearing the tights and the boots?
I miss the boots, not the tights, but the boots are special. No. No, I mean, it's great fun. My costume wasn't as cool as Melissa's costume is. I look at her costume, meaning the coloring, the feel, the texture, her cape. I have costume envy. I admit it openly.
Did you have built-in muscles? Everyone wants to know.
I had built-in on my body, yeah. I had no, I was just in tights. That's all I wore was tights. They get some extra help. It's not fair. The costumes nowadays are much better. I literally had tights with my underwear on the outside, a pair of boots, a cape, and the S on the chest. That was it.
There's been many Supermans. Why do you think so many people resonated with your character specifically?
Well, I think Lois and Clark was a different incarnation. We were, even the title, Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. And in our story, it was about the romance, the relationship between Lois and Clark. And Clark was the main character. There's a line in it where it says, Clark is who I am, and Superman is what I can do. It's actually the opposite. Superman is what I can do, but Clark is who I am. And that's the truth. So in our incarnation, Clark was the main character. He put on the Superman disguise so he could go out and do great deeds and still maintain his anonymity, which is a completely different take than what has been out there in other shows. So Superman wasn't the main character. Superman was the disguise, which is interesting, and Clark was the guy.
Are you ever going to put those tights on again?
Well, we ended our show in 4 seasons in a weird way because we were supposed to do a 5th season, and Teri got pregnant in between and couldn't work on that 5th season, so they decided to shut it down. I would have liked to have done that 5th season. I think we still need a 5th season. We need something, at least part of a 5th season. So I'm hoping that we get a chance to, maybe finish up the series. Maybe it's 6 episodes, maybe it's 10, maybe it's a 2-hour movie. But I think it'd be really interesting to catch up with these 2 characters 20 years down the line and see what's happened in their lives and if they've had children or what's going on with their kids and how I think it's just really interesting, and I'm certainly willing to, and Teri said she's willing to, so we'll see if that could happen. That'd be interesting. Somebody out there at Warner Brothers, make that happen. Let's go.
Teri and Cain, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.